Today we are going over Rarity 5 and how it has impacted the meta, and we're also going over other cards that are going up because of Blazing Dominion coming out, and make sure to stay tuned to the end because there's a lot of cards that have gone up in price recently. Yeah, so going over Rarity, we can go ahead and look at some of the crazy prices here of like the Starlight extended arts. Which one do you want to go over first? I guess like Mirror Jade's probably one of the obvious ones.
Mirror Jade is the obvious one.
Yeah, Mirror Jade, like this card, it has been dropping some. It's at $775 now. It was like pretty consistent at like the 840 mark. But this card
Cheap.
has this card has been getting bought a decent amount, except for, I mean, the first couple of days it was getting a lot of buys. This is like pre-sale price down here. But then it really hasn't been bought in a little bit, so people just keep dropping their prices to try to be like the lowest listing. But I feel like this card, is probably worth more than the $774 mark because it is, the first wave of the extended arts. It's Starlight. It has the branded effect on it. So feels like this card should be worth a little bit more than where it's at now. How do you feel about it?
The brand effect, and it's actually just the cleanest one.
Yeah, it does look clean, especially Starlight. Like, it actually looks creamy. I guess we'll talk about Super Poly next, because, like, Dragoon, this card is obviously going to be worth money. It's Red Eyes card, over frame, or extended art. Starlight, Purge, this card, a hand trap. In the future, we'll have, like, every hand trap, probably Starlight extended art. So, people are going to start collecting the hand traps now, so that way in the future they can play with like full play sets of them. There's a lot of rich people out there. Now looking at a card like Super Poly, we can see that, a lot. Also, I want to talk about this too. A lot of these extended arts really haven't been getting bought the last few days. We can see that today, though, it has had a few purchases. This card right here is like, ticking up in price. This card will be played in the next meta, almost for sure. And if not in like the next format, it'll be played in the format after that. This card's really good against KEWL. This card's just solid against a lot of different decks. I mean, it's Super Poly, right? Can't be responded to. Very solid card. But yeah, I guess, which one do you want to talk about next for the extended arts?
I mean, you can always look at Purge is a good one. Purge is right around the same. It's in the $300 range. It's a hand trap. It's a staple. Honestly, the ones that are actually playable, those are the ones you'd expect to be, skyrocketing over time. And then you have your lower tiers like the ultras, which I mean, they're not far off from the Starlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say these ones are actually being bought because these ones are like reasonably priced. Not a whole lot of people are buying $300 cards and getting play sets of them. It's the same thing with kind of like how, like for an example, like the Molcharmies, like the super high rarity ones of them, they sell, but they wouldn't sell as much as like the secret rare versions of them because people just need access to the cards. And then also for like this, they want a nice looking purge. Because I mean, it is a nice looking purge for sure. And this card's even like, they have one down here for like 64, then it starts going up to like 68, 69 W. And then like there's the other Super Poly too. This one right here, it's like $50 right around there. And I think it was a little bit less at one point. Or actually at one point, I mean, holy, there was a lot of sales right there, like 68. Yeah, and then it was down in like the 30s even at one point. But people realizing like it's a staple. It's a staple. It's an extended art. It's here to stay. And now I guess we can hop out of some of the extended arts now because I mean there's a lot of super cheap ones too, like ones that are just not played. Like I mean it's a hero card. It's ultra, but it's a one of at most, and for hero players, so it's like a niche within a niche. But it does have hero in its name, so it'll do better long term than something like Quasar will or something. But I guess we can look at like Dark
Yeah, you
Magician
go
Girl.
go into like the collector side of it too. You go into like Dark Magician Girl, Starlight. I mean, it's a honestly probably a one-off artwork. Only two printings. There's Ultra Starlight. This card's right around 50, but we all know that the collector side of Yu-Gi-Oh, Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, like those are all very, known to go up,
Yeah,
especially for
especially
the high
for like
rarity.
what you said, like the stamp art. Like we will probably never get this artwork again, where it has like the OK with a little heart on it, and because of that, I actually think a lot of these stamp arts will just naturally go up over time. Like if we can never get this artwork again, like it's exclusive to the set most likely. It could get a reprint at some point, but there's a very good chance it just never gets reprinted with this artwork ever again. And the same thing goes for like Ash Blossom Starlight. This has also made the QCR Ash Blossoms drop a bunch. Like they've dropped like a third of their value just knocked off because now there's a Starlight out there. It's like fairly cheap right now too, being like $45. I'm pretty sure there's a wall. I might be tripping. It's actually there's only 11 of them now. But this card's being bought a lot. Like this is just today's so
A
far.
lot of people are looking for the Starlight hand traps.
Yeah. The Starlight hand
I'm,
traps are very sought after. If we go ahead, yeah, oh, also like the Dominus cards. These cards holding their value very well, even though they got reprinted because they only came in like the higher rarities. They didn't come in like ultra, super, or anything like that. So I think until these
even
cards get
even
their
the
next
maze,
reprint, they'll be worth money.
even the maze impulse is still in the $25 range.
Yeah. Like even the copies that existed beforehand are still worth money. Like people want this card. It's a very solid hand trap. But now we can also talk about, I guess like Delta is a little bit more of like I guess like an off-brand hand trap a little bit. Like this is a hand trap that's played but not as much. But there is KEWL coming up, and a lot of people are going to be trying to play this card. And we can already see Starlight Rare of it right now is at 23, and then it does start going up pretty quickly to where if you actually want to buy a play set from one person, it's already at $35. Like, this is a hand trap that a lot of KEWL players are playing. And same with Gamma, which will come up here in a second. We can also see, like, the God cards. I mean, like I said, like, all these stamp cards, like, they'll probably just continue to go up over time. Like, almost for sure.
You got like Bell and you have Ogre sitting around like the $20 range. You have Trap Dust Shoot, which is 18, and honestly, I mean, what the commons were over $10 at one point, and now we have. I mean, obviously we have the full rarity reprint, but Dust Shoot seems kind of cheap for 18.
Yeah, for it being a Starlight Rare, like, I don't see it really dropping at this point. It might hold like that same value for a little while, but over time, as more and more Edison players and old format players want to like bling out their deck, like that's probably gonna be the one that they attempt to go for. There's like some other things too we can talk about. There's a bunch of random starlights that are worth money, like Ixchel. Crimson Gaia is about to get the new support with the Red Dragon Archfiend cards coming in blazing, so I can kind of
Okay.
understand why this one's worth money. Even this card is a common at one point, was worth around this mark too.
Yeah, yeah, that and Bone Archfiend, those were broken structure decks to buy.
Yeah, very very good. There's just like a bunch of stuff like the starlights in this set, like a lot of them have pretty decent value. Like Clockwork Knight also. Some people are playing this in DOOMZ, being able to link off the Shadow Machine to be able to go into this. So this card holding its value, then it also being able to be played in like a bunch of random decks, Cyber Dragon, Crystron. I'm sure there's other random decks out there too, like Earth Machine. I know that deck is getting new support. I don't know if they'll play this in that, but it's just like another one of those like machine decks. But I don't think there's like too much more to talk about in this set. Like
No.
I'm gonna say like the stamps we think will hold value and then go up over time. There's like a bunch of like cheaper cards too that I think if you want to get these cards, it's probably just worth getting them now. This set is being cracked a lot, but I think a lot of the bigger vendors for a lot of these cards are holding on to a lot of copies of them, waiting for them to go up in price, especially for like the stamps, starlights, the
Yeah,
higher rarities.
Stamp Starlight's probably the every like hollow version of like Dust Shoe and Vision. Like you move some, but you want to keep some because Vision obviously ever since it's come out, it's been played in pretty much every deck that can play quick play spells.
Yeah, yeah, very very solid card. I don't see this card getting really knocked out of the format for a long time. And even if it's knocked out of like the meta format, like there's still gonna be a lot of rogue decks that end up playing it, just because of how good of a card it is.
And a lot of these prices right now, especially for the low end stuff, they're obviously it's from just the flood to the market from everyone opening it up. I mean, it's high. It's selling out at retail stores. If you can get by all the Pokemon scalpers, and then, uh, I forgot I was going with that. I made that little joke. I completely lost train of thought.
Like Max C being like three
Max Seed
dollars.
cheap.
Yeah.
Ash Blossom being $3. I mean, Dust Shoot's going down to $1 for the Ultra. I mean, let's be real. That's cheap. That's just everyone trying to get rid of their copies now.
Yeah. But we can hop out of Rarity now and hop
Yes,
into the next
please.
stuff I wanted to talk about. So there was some Battle of Legends stuff I wanted to talk about. Not too much though, but the two Jirac synchros, the Meteor and Astro. These cards right here,
That's Sparrow.
these cards sell a lot. Like if
A
you have
lot.
these cards, they're, worth a few bucks right now. You can go ahead, boom, put them on TCG Player. They'll probably sell very quick. Then there's also Drill Beam Secret Rare, because we saw the other Primite cards get reprinted, but Drill Beam didn't get reprinted. So now the Secret Rare of this went from like 50 cents to $3. We talked about Veery Magic last time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
it's like doubled in price since we talked about it. It was like going up to 75 cents last time we talked about it. Now
so
we're hitting
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Even at one
$2
point, this
mark.
card was like $3, but now it's sitting like boom, right at like the $2 mark. And the Witchcrafter stuff is getting support, and this is a Witchcrafter card. And then there's also the new Invoke stuff, the Magistus, like all that stuff. Like all those cards work together, so as more support comes out, this is going to become a better and better card as time goes on. Then we can also talk about Crown. Mike wanted me to talk about this one. Actually, you know what? I'll let Mike talk about this one. I'll let Mike talk about this one.
Okay, so yeah, Crown, most expensive when Burst came out, and now obviously it fell below Fallen because Fallen's just a better card. But I've recently I was going through some of the sales and I'm seeing, okay, this card's starting to be bought up a lot more, and when it's coming up with the Cool Tune format, it's a pretty decent card. Obviously, you can't use it for any kind of link material or extra deck material. It literally prevents it from being used for anything.
Yeah,
And yeah, if the sales are going up. It was selling around 40s, and now we're hitting the $50 mark. But obviously, there's a gigantic wall, so good luck getting past that. So I think it's gonna be $50 for a while until they change their price. So I mean, it's pretty safe where it's at, but the card has been going up, and it is being bought up crazy right now.
yeah. Then also another card, Sky Striker A0, common from the legendary modern deck. This card's selling for like $3 now. So this is a common. If you open the legendary modern decks, you're just going for the staples. Maybe you have extra zeros laying around. It's a $3 card now. Like this was, I'm pretty sure this card was like pretty dirt cheap not too long ago. I'm not gonna go all the way down because there's so many sales of this card a day.
Yeah,
But
Sky Striker is a hot selling archetype.
yeah, oh for sure, for sure. And like people are gonna keep buying this card up. It's just the cheap copy of Zero that people
I
need.
mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out of that modern decks, like the Secret Altart Shiz that I'm pretty sure only got like a QCR. That's like a $3 card.
Yeah, the Starlight Rare is up.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
Starlight,
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this set
yeah,
that,
like Aramasa being $5 is crazy.
yeah,
Mistworm,
Mistworm, like Edison card right here, one at 33, and then boom, 40. And then guess we can hop on over to the next card, Ghost Ogre. So this card is going to be played a decent amount in the next format, I'm pretty sure. So, I just wanted to basically say if you don't have your copies of Ghost Ogre, you can basically go pick and choose like what rarity you want, what art you want. And I'd probably suggest going ahead and just getting them now if you don't already have them. It's a staple
honestly,
that you
go
can hold on to also for like future formats.
go for the Stamp Starlight. Those are clean. The white background has like that acetone effect when we were kids trying to make a ghost rare. Uh, yeah, and no, they're clean and they're cheap.
Yeah, and like especially for like the stamp one, like it'll go up over time for sure. And then next card, Varudris. So you're able to play this in DOOMZ very well. There's also the Power Patron engine that is being splashed around in other decks too. Like there's multiple decks that you can play it in. So this card just being like a staple rank 10, like being the best rank 10 there is. A negate, then pop, and even for a deck like DOOMZ that when this card is destroyed, you get to go ahead and pop another card, and you can destroy it with your engine. This card gives you multiple interruptions. So this is a very good card. I know we talked about this card before. We can see Gamer's Choice right here for the Secret Rare has a lot of them at 371, just undercutting the market. Which I want to say this too. Last time I saw them do this, the card got reprinted right afterwards. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
A little insider knowledge.
Little insider knowledge. I don't know. You Gamer's Choice knows more than we do. They crack a lot of stuff. Let's see. Do they have them listed here too? Wait. That was the same copy. That was just the same copy. Okay. Yeah, we can see that the original though.
Yeah,
this card's like
the original's going
$8.
up.
Yeah, it's starting to go up for sure.
But hold on. We can give a little shout out to our boy Mercurium. That's not a bad rank 10.
Yeah, that card is not gonna be as standard as this card, but Mercurium, if the Power Patron engine starts getting splashed more, then other decks will be able to play Mercurium more, which is the Quicksilver. Quicksilver. Yeah, bam, 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 bam. Like Ultra Rare is still absolute dirt cheap, like literally 20 cents for this card. So if you want to go ahead and get your copy now, I would probably go ahead and do that. It's so cheap, why not? And this card, with the Power Patron stuff, being able to summon this, attach any monster from deck, and it just gives you access to whatever monster you attach by simply linking this off. So
New Age Dweller.
Yeah,
it could definitely be applicable in a random format. A deck comes up, it's definitely, especially like if it's an engine making the rank 10s, like they're probably gonna go unnoticed in ban lists, and you'd be like, oh, I could later down the future splash this in, blah blah blah. We're not gonna worry about that now, but I just like this card. Quick shout out to the card.
We got Rose Whip. All copies of Rose Whip are going crazy. Like the super rare copy of this card's $20 now, $23 for near mint. People are realizing like in KEWL, you just for sure play it. Like if you're playing, you probably play it in your side deck. If you're not playing it in your side deck, then you're playing it in your main deck. You have it on your deck list for sure though. Like this card is just very, very good. You get to look at their hand, you get to look at their top deck. You go, oh, okay, you have a lot of these spell cards. Bam! Rose Whip. And then it's really good against some of the bad matchups. It can also hold decks back. Like the DOOMZ deck, if they have a lot of spells in hand. Boom, summon this, you're good. Like the Branded deck, the Striker deck, the Radiant Typhoon deck. There's so many decks that this card can just hold back. But yeah, even like the common of this card out of the Hidden Arsenal, like this card's a $6 card. So if you have this card laying around, I would just go ahead and get rid of it now. It is very expensive. And there's even like the reprint DT version of it from the Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. Like this is even like a $10 card, and then starts going up like really quick. But I'm pretty sure the sales are around 10. No, they're not. Actually, this card's not even like selling for this rarity. It's actually crazy. I think people probably already bought their copies, and the people that have it now are like, I'm just gonna tax on it.
But also, like, too, it's like, all right, am I gonna buy this like great value DT, or I'm gonna spend the same money and get a super, or spend double it and just get the actual DT? So that price is not warranted. Oh god, oh my god, maybe not double. Holy.
Yeah, this card's like it's expensive.
I think we click on this card like mid buyout.
Yeah,
what's going on? Sales aren't representing what's on the market.
Wait, I mean they kind of are. Like I would say so.
I mean one at 50, but then you see them at like 30. I guess that was like 2 weeks ago. Never mind.
Yeah, like this card, it's a good card. It's a very good card. Now we have another card for KEWL, Deep Sea Primora Donna. So This card, you're
I don't
able
even know
to.
where you see Primora at. It's Prima.
Okay,
Sorry, I
you're
had
bald. And now, but
to.
this card right here, this card's able to search out Spooky Dogwood. I'm not entirely sure if this card will actually be played or not, but you know, it is going up in price. You know, you can see right here it was like $2 and bam, now it's like $8, $9. So I'd probably just go ahead and sell it. There's probably something else degenerate that you can end up doing with this too. I mean, it just summons any level 4 or lower water monster. So, you know, or even like, well, search it too, like for the Spooky Dogwood, like search or summon. So I'm sure this card has degenerate things that it can do. But yeah, I'd probably just go ahead and get rid of it now. And then last one, I'll let Mike talk about this one.
Yeah, this card's always been, you know, like the super's always been around right on $1, but with the what was it, harmonica? I don't know.
Yeah,
The
yeah, the
new dragon hand
Harmona.
trap.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the reprint common is 50 cents, which is better than the bulk it was, and then the super is now like $3. So like, yeah, like your bulk's probably a lot more expensive now.
Yeah.
This card, I mean, this card was what played in. It was always like a good like punishment target, or like it was always just like random weird decks, and but now it's like okay, I can fit. I I gotta find a way to fit harmonica into my deck. I only have a few extra slots for targets, and then like Wind Pegasus is I believe is the second best one,
Like,
but
yeah,
it's like it's
the
Packbit, Pegasus, and uh
Malong,
Belong.
but
I knew it was something sus.
yeah, this card it's very good because the other ones are just interruptions right away. And you don't always need an interruption right away off what you dump, so you can go ahead dump this and then get the interruption off of it later. And then also a deck like KEWL, you know, some of its interruptions like Rico, Mix, they pop. You play against like Branded, you know, Virtuous, pop, Chaos Star Source, pop. So stuff like that. This can help you out just having like the prolonged interruption off of the dump, off the Harmona. But okay, I think that is going to be it for the video. We talked about everything we wanted to talk about. So yeah, peace.
Yep.